Little bit of an update here. The carburetor that I had on before, I took it into a speed shop here local here in, well, up in Cocoa, Florida. And the base plate was cracked. I don't know if it was just tightened down too much, but in the back, left-hand side, I guess, it was cracked. And they can be welded and all that sort of stuff. I basically gave it to the guy. He gave me like 10 or 15 bucks off. This one, which is one that he had already. So he basically rebuilt this one for me and put it on a test unit. It ran perfectly. So yeah, so got a new to me, refurbished Holley 500. All the mechanism and everything's working perfectly. It's all clean inside. It looks fantastic. Got a new gasket. While I was here, I took the rusted studs off. I don't think I have one handy, but took the rusted studs off and put new ones in. Got some all thread, cut it to length. I probably made them a little bit longer. You can see on the other side over there. There, it's very close. There's some interference. Some interference there, so I had to basically lift the carburetor up. If I wanted to go through the effort again, I would shorten these about half an inch. So yeah, we'll get everything hooked up here, and I don't know if I'll get to it today, but we'll try to crank her soon. By the way, there was I believe it's a thermal spacer here. Argument's sake, I don't know if that's needed or not. I put it back in there. It's kind of a very thick felt material, and then I got a new gasket there. All right, so today's the day that I predict we will get this running. As I mentioned already, new carburetor, refurbished, rebuilt, whatever. I don't have the throttle cable hooked up just yet. We can adjust it by hand. One issue that we had is the starter did stop working. I did try to hook it back up, and either the plunger was stuck, but it just was not activating. So we are going to, we took it apart, rebuilt it, and now we're going to throw it back in here, drag it out of the shop, and get it running. So again, since the last time, we've got new spark plugs, carburetor, and readjusted starter. We're going to throw the prop on. I believe that maybe it's not good to run without the prop, so we're going to take care of that today and go from there. So I'll record actual attempts here today. I did also pull the control box out with all the switches and so on. It wasn't too bad in there, but it's just if we're gonna do it, let's do it right. Focus here. There you go. So a little crusty. Replace some of the gauges. Replace all the switches. Just gonna shoot some W40 out.
You ready for contact?
Absolutely.
Okay, here we go. Fire in the hole. Looks pretty dry to me, and it sounds pretty smooth.
Yeah. Ready for plugs?
See again.
Fuel pump?
Yeah, man. I think we need some. It skipped off a couple of times, but it's way better than it was.
Did you hit the fuel pump?
I did not.
Yeah, the starter's not engaged. That noise is a starter.
Hit it.
Yeah, it's kicking back, isn't it?
It's firing. Here. You can do it up here.
I'm probably gonna stand up here.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
in between teeth.
All right, so today was a little disappointing, but we did learn some information. So starter was generally speaking okay. I think that there is some compression issues with the motor. Maybe a valve is not opening up, something to that. There's some kickback, pre-detonation or something, so we're not exactly sure. So there's 93 octane in this. Most people will tell you to run 100 or 110 or whatever it is, the highest octane possible for these. So, but I don't think that's what's causing this. So yeah, we'll address the fuel issue. But what I do want to do is pop these off, these covers off, valve covers off, rotate the motor. Let's make sure that the valves are opening and closing as expected. So that's the only other thing that I can think of other than fuel that would be causing what we're experiencing. So if you saw in the video, I haven't looked at it yet, but basically it was whenever it would go to ignite, it would kick back pretty violently. So not really sure that's good for the motor. So we didn't do too much today. We paused and we'll investigate further. All right, so first valve cover off, and it's pretty nappy in there. There was a little bit of water. A little bit of water there, so we'll take care of that. Sure, that's not good. But good news is, all right, so go ahead and spin the prop. Yes, I know the thing can start. I highly doubt it will, but good operation. I'll clean all this out. Nothing's stuck, nothing's frozen, so we'll move on to the others. All right, good news, bad news. Good news is that these cylinders look much better than this one. Bad news, I've got one broken bolt here and one here. They're also stainless steel, so I have a feeling they're going to be a major pain in the butt. So, but yeah, these look much better. There was a little bit of water in the valve cover of this first one. I don't know what cylinder this is, but this one here. And this one looks pretty good as well. There's no water in this, got a little bit of carbon buildup. But overall, I think we're going to be okay. But let's give it a quick spin. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of WD-40 in there, just simply because I want to get all the water out of it. So I'm not sure what's going on at this point, but I'm willing to bet the back cylinder on the other side is going to be our problem. So we'll pull those off, do that tomorrow. Gotta get